Well, first up this evening, he has remained adamant that he will not apologize. But is there any way out for Kamal Hassan and his big release Thug Life in Karnataka if he doesn't tone down, make an apology and douse the controversy around his quote-unquote Kannada is born out of Tamil remarks? The actor, who's on his way to the Rajya Sabha backed by the DMK, said in Chennai that he loves Karnataka, Andhra and Telangana. He added that his comments were out of love and that he will not be threatened to make an apology. But in Karnataka, from the film chamber to politicians from across party lines have said his film can't be released if he doesn't apologize. Meanwhile, the South Indian Artists Association in Chennai backed Kamal and said his comments were taken out of context. It appealed for Karnataka to allow the release of Thug Life.
This is a democratic country and I believe in law and justice and I believe always love will triumph. And my love for Karnataka is true, my love for Andhra is true, my love for Kerala is true. So nobody will suspect it except those with an agenda. I've been threatened before. And if I am wrong, I will apologize. If I'm not, I won't. It's my lifestyle. Please don't tamper with it.
He is in the hearts of a lot of people. He knows the culture and the sentiments of people from Karnataka also. He's worked here before. And these are things that have already been laid to rest through history. I don't see the point of dragging this. It's all Dravidian languages. We have common ancestry. We have common linguistic ancestry as well. And I think it's time that Mr. Hassan should look into the sentiments of the people. I think that should be respected.
कमल हासन एक कालखंड में बहुत बड़ा एक्टर था, सब उसको पसंद करते थे. अभी वो पॉलिटिशियन हो गया, इसलिए उसका वैल्यू बढ़ाने के लिए, उसका प्रचार बढ़ाने के लिए कुछ बयान दे दो एंड कंट्रोवर्शियल बयान दे दो. यही कंट्रोवर्शियल बयान दिया क्योंकि कर्नाटक में वो काम किया है, अभी भूल गया है. कर्नाटक, तमिल और तेलुगु, मलयालम हम अलग नहीं है, हम एक साथ है, एक साथ चलेंगे.
Strong political reactions in Karnataka. So should Kamal Hassan apologize and end the matter? Joining me this evening, Professor Chandan Gowda, a noted voice in the Kannada literary universe, Lata Srinivasan, film critic who has followed Kamal Hassan for many years now from Chennai. Actor Kasturi Shankar will join us in a bit. The Congress's Bhavya Narasimhamurthy and Karnataka BJP's Ashok Gowda all with us this evening. Before I get to the panel, let me go quickly across to M. Narasimhalu, the president of the Karnataka Film Chamber of Commerce. Sir, what is your position on this? Kamal has said he will not apologize. What would you like to tell him?
Sir, Kamal Hasan sir, say to sorry my people, Naito, film is not releasing this Karnataka state. My people told to the Kamal Hasan, say to sorry.
So, you're saying Kamal Hassan must say sorry. He has said he will not apologize. Is there no way out?
No releasing that Karnataka state people also, exporters and distributors also don't support to Kamal Hasan sir.
Well, no releasing of the film if he doesn't apologize. You say, Chandan Gowda, you heard the film chamber president. What is it that has led to such an angry reaction in Karnataka? Is it the actor? Is it his political allegiance? Is it the language pride? Or is the comment itself so offensive? Put this in context for us.
Yeah, it's all of them put together actually that's brought about this reaction from this part of the country. We got to very quickly, at bottom, it's about Kannada's place in the federal polity called India. You know, how secure are we? Are we being respected enough, etc.? And this can take on many dimensions, Veera. So if you look at soon after independence, the idea that Bangalore is the capital of Karnataka, so Kannada is the language that has to be respected here. And immediately you had a case of new migrants from Tamil Nadu coming in here, flush in the activism of Dravida activism and refusing to speak Kannada. The early Kannada activism was all about expressing anger against these migrants who are not speaking Kannada, not respecting Kannada, etc. This continued 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s. Occasionally, the Kaveri river water problem adding to it. The Veerappan episode in the kidnap of Rajkumar adding to it now and then. But by and large, Tamil speakers, Tamil language was the linguistic rival of Kannada until very recently when Hindi has taken over as the linguistic rival and Tamil has essentially receded to the background. It's no longer tension point, but now Kamal Haasan has sort of revived the old sort of memories. But Veera, please remember the sense of unfairness. Tamil was declared the classical language by the central government in 2004. Kannada got the tag 4 years later along with Telugu. And linguistic historians are completely in agreement that the antiquity of Tamil is as much as Kannada's. It's impossible to decide which was first. And the claim that it came out of Tamil is untenable. So getting that fact out of the, clear is important. I mean, Kamal Haasan has been reading the wrong kind of history books, no doubt. But anyway, going back to your question, at bottom, it's this unresolved question of where is Kannada in the federal polity? And what may seem like, come on, one man's, right. A comment which no one need to take seriously has extraordinary symbolic dimensions to it because he's an important actor, deeply loved in Karnataka, his films have succeeded, etc. And then this sort of a claim that Tamil is first among equals, that sort of a claim is not going down well. And an apology will settle the matter, but he's refused to do that, adding to the tension even more.
Right. Right, important point that you make there, giving the whole historical context to the Tamil versus Kannada conversation that plays out. Lata Srinivasan, given this social context, why is it that Kamal Haasan can't just say, look, I'm sorry, I meant it in a very different context out of love. Let's get past it. Is it the man or is it his politics or is it the actor in him?
Well, thanks, Veer Raghav, for having me on the show. I think it's a combination of Kamal Haasan, the actor, and Kamal Haasan, the politician. I think here you really can't differentiate the two because now he's all set to, join the Rajya Sabha as MP as well. And his statements, are seen from a very political viewpoint, I think, in Karnataka, which is why there's been so much of, uproar over it. If, it had just been an actor making a statement, I think a lot of people would have ignored it because the film industries, whether Karnataka or Tamil Nadu, they've always worked in harmony. There's never been any friction, despite the fact that there's been a lot of politics between the two states, right? Now, having said that, I don't think Kamal Haasan will apologize, given the kind of person that he is. He's extremely well-read. And maybe he said it from the viewpoint or from his understanding of politics and his understanding of history. Now, which could be right or wrong. Historians might have a different viewpoint. But he is saying it from his viewpoint. And I think it's going to be very difficult to get him to apologize. Because I think for him, he's saying, I clearly said it out of love. He's worked in the Kannada film industry.
Even the losses, Lata,
Yes.
sorry, even the losses that Thug Life could potentially incur will not make him apologize. Is that your reading?
Well, that is the kind of feeler that I am getting because if the movie doesn't release in Karnataka, he stands to lose up to 20 crores. That is the market of the film at this point. And I think he's willing to let it go for the principles that he stands on. I think he's holding on to his principles rather than just looking at it as a way of making money off a film.
Okay. Then you're saying that the confrontation could heighten now further. Ashok Gowda, in the case that the actor refuses to apologize, he says that, look, you're threatening me into an apology. I have freedom of speech. Is a ban on his film an extreme demand? Or is it just a natural consequences? Is it Kannada pride? Or is it the political rivalry that's resulting in this demand?
No, it's not. Definitely, it's not a political rivalry. It is about the historical facts which Kamal Hassan should have understood or learnt about. He's not a language expert. Nadu is an historical expert. He should have learned before speaking such kind of a word, wherein he says that Tamil is first among the lot. Now, let's get into the actual facts. Brahmi Lipi is the basic language for many of the Dravidian languages, including few of the tribal languages and the North Indian languages also, and the Southeast Asian languages. Keeping with this, there is something called Kanda Mela, which was in 6th century BCE, which was a basic for all these languages, wherein the languages was written. Kannada itself or Tamil itself was actually started in 3rd century, wherein the Kadambas of Karnataka and the Pandyans of Tamil started the two different forms of the Brahmi Lipi. You should have understood all these things and said, we are the sisters. We are not born out of the Tamil language. We are the sisters of the Brahmi Lipi. Brahmi Lipi could be the mother, and Kannada and Tamil could be the sisters. You should have spoken in that kind of a language. But because of his politicization, because of his mind being corrupt, in all the way we can see it in his cinemas, in the all the way he exhibits in his dance forms, and Kamal Hasan itself, we can see in the history two different Kamal Hasans in the 1980s and 1990s. And post 2004, 2005, because of his political intentions or anything, he makes films which is very vulgar, which cannot be seen with the family itself. And that kind of a mindset has Kamal Hasan developed. This kind of a controversy has led to that. Kamal Hasan, we respect the Kamal Hasan of 80s and 90s, but not the Kamal Hasan in the current situations.
All right, you made your point very clear. Let's not go into his films and their acceptability because most of them have been cleared by the censor board. Bhavya Narasimhamurthy, what is the Congress's position? The BJP has taken a very strong position. Kamal Hasan is going to be, remember, a DMK-backed Rajya Sabha MP who would technically be an ally of the Congress party in Delhi. What's the Congress party's position? Will you allow his film to be released if he does not apologize?
For Congress party, Kannada comes first. Whatever Mr. Ashok, although he belongs to an opposition, whatever stand he took, it's the same thing. You heard our minister speak. As a celebrity, he has a responsibility because he influences, he has crores of fans. He got to be responsible before making any such statement. What statement he has made is far from truth. Both Kannada and Tamil have the same antiquity. There is no denying the fact. In fact, before coming to this debate, I made my minimum research. I consulted a couple of literature experts. The least he can do as a big celebrity is that. And first was his irresponsibility, and now his statement saying he's not going to apologize, that's his arrogance. And with all respect, ma'am, you said he's sticking to his principles. No, that's not principle. That's called arrogance. To hurt the feelings of 7 crore people, and at one point of time, we were the reason he had bread and butter. He has acted in many Kannada movies as well. And like you said, Kannada people have also contributed in his career. It is important that he apologizes. Otherwise, we are definitely banning his movie. There is like no second thoughts about it. And you heard our ministers, 2 ministers speak. Kannada comes first. It doesn't matter.
You made your point clear. Kannada comes first. He may be a political ally. It doesn't matter. We will all demand that his films will not be released in Karnataka.
You also said this is because of these
You made your point categorically, Bhavya. Kasturi, I was waiting last to come to you because you're someone who's worked with Kamal Hasan. What's the sense? Is a star been taken very, very seriously, or should we see him as a politician? Because he made this comment in front of Shivraj Kumar at a movie release stage. Is it a star being targeted, or is it the case of a politician being told his place as far as speaking history? How do you see this debate playing out?
Raghav, thank you for having me on the show. Now, I've listened to everyone. So I want to first start by saying I too agree with Mr. Gowda that Tamil and Kannada are sisters. But I guess what we feel is Tamil is the oldest sister in the Dravidian landscape. I think that would have been a very non-controversial way to illustrate things. And frankly, I will come to Mr. Kamal Hasan next, but honestly, I don't see why, and I apologize to the people of Karnataka. I don't see why your tempers should be frayed, because sometimes the younger sister is the most beautiful. I think it could have been handled a little more gracefully without needing to ban the actor Kamal Hassan, because he made the faux pas of becoming a politician on a cinematic stage. It was a thug life launch. He should have stuck to the movie. He ended up reflecting the thoughts of his new friends, the DMK, who end up bringing some Tamil related controversy at all times. Their language is the backbone of their politics. I have acted with him. Not only that, I have followed him as a politician as well. He is my favorite actor ever. As a politician, I have serious reservations about him because I have seen him flip-flop on many issues. I have seen him seemingly stand up for issues, and I've thought, what an amazing man, what a guy with spine, and then a complete U-turn on issues, including becoming an MP backed by the DMK.
Do you expect him to do a U-turn on this as well?
I do.
Do you expect him to do a U-turn on this as well? Lata says no.
Well, I think because first of all, a lot of his decisions these days are made not as an actor or a politician, but as a producer. Thug Life producer to Kamal ji he hai. He's got a lot riding on it, and given his recent history, I think he is going to give an apology, but it may not be the same with the same fervor with which he has been giving press meets, but it will come. And he will justify it in typical Kamal fashion also. So I think everybody is going to be assuaged at some point.
You made a strong point there. I have very limited time left on the debate. Very quickly, Ashok Gowda, if he does send out a semblance of an apology and remorse, is the issue then over? Yes or no answer?
No. The issue is about, you should understand that what you should speak as a politician, what you should speak as an actor.
All right.
If he issues an apology, probably the film may be released. But definitely the pain what Kannadigas have got because of this kind of a statement, definitely it will be carried. And I would just like to clarify one thing.
All right, Bob.
Airavata Mahadev has written, Airavati Mahadev has very clearly written that Kannada is the first sister, not the second sister. That is what I just clarified because, the lot of history has been done.
All right. Who's the older sister is the question you are raising back to Kasturi, saying, look, don't assume that it's an older sister.
It doesn't matter.
Bhavya, very quickly, yes or no answer. He apologizes, it's over. Go ahead. All sisters are beautiful. Bhavya, please, just very quickly.
But unless he keeps his arrogance aside and apologizes unconditionally, we are not going to forgive him. But if he comes with an unconditional apology,
you won't forgive him if he doesn't apologize unconditionally. Chandan Gowda, I'm giving you the last word. Very briefly, 20 seconds. Do you believe that this will actually spark off an intellectual debate, or is it just jingoistic rhetoric that is playing out?
Actually, Veera, I think it's done a good thing in a strange way. People will now go to the real history books to dig out, evidence about, how to establish the antiquity of which language. But like I said, it's actually well established that both Kannada and Tamil derive from the same quote-unquote Proto-Dravidian language, and there's no way of establishing which came first. In fact, there's evidence that the earliest Tamil inscription has Kannada words in it. But what is true is Tamil has the older inscriptions. That doesn't make it the older language. It's possible that Kannada was around. It was surely around, but it didn't leave behind inscriptions, or they haven't survived. But Veera, the debate is important.
A television channel with 15 minutes time is not a place for a historical debate. Chandan, unfortunately, I've gone completely out of time, but the points to be taken, I wish I could have gotten one quick response from Lata, but unfortunately, we're completely out of time on it. We'll keep a close watch on what happens next, but thanks to all of you for joining us here.